Okay, everyone, this is Teeny, and I am the creator of Fearless Fit Nation. And today we are talking about how to invite to the business opportunity. And there's a few different ways that you can invite to the coaching opportunity. And it's really not that difficult. Like, I know a lot of people, they say, oh, I don't know how to invite someone to our team or to joining my team. And that's one of the things that we're going to talk about today. Normally, I prepare different videos for you guys after watching different things from top coaches and things like that, and I kind of compile my own stuff as well because I really enjoy kind of researching the topics, and there's a lot of things that I do that other coaches don't do, and I can give you guys that expertise. But I also like to learn about how different people do different things, and one person that I really love and respect is Lauren Kaliski, and she's one of my best friends on the team. And we met at our first event together at Summit when we were brand new coaches. We didn't know what we were doing, and our coach said, hey, you guys need to come to Summit and you need to experience this for yourself if you guys really want to make this work. So we didn't know what we were doing, and I had a wedding that weekend actually from a really good friend from college, and I told her I couldn't go. I kind of made that leap of faith, and I really kind of just wanted to see. I'm like, if I believe in this, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to do it. So I did, and it was a lot of fun, and kind of things just took off from there. So my friend Lauren Kaliski is the creator of Team Fit Revolution, and she hosted a team call with her accountability partner, and we'll talk about accountability partners in another call. But she has an accountability partner, and they've kind of put some really great stuff together. And then I'm going to also share about some different stuff that I do that might be different from them. So I'm going to actually share the screen and kind of go and share kind of this call, because I think there's some amazing stuff here. We're not going to listen to the whole call, but I do want you guys to watch this. So here it goes.
I'm actually going to be talking a little bit, and then I'm going to have one of my Star Diamond coaches talk as well, Chelsea. You guys can probably see her on the screen. She has her makeup done all beautiful because she had a photo shoot today. But Lauren and I talked about this team call topic when she came to Asheville, because I live in North Carolina, so I just saw her like last month, I think it was. So we were just talking about this topic, and we're going to be talking about how to share the coaching opportunity, like how to share your lifestyle in a way to people where it's more sharing and not selling, because that's really been how I've built my business. I did not want to be a salesperson when I started this. So I know a lot of my team is on here and you already know my story, but for those of you that don't know my story about when I started this, my sponsor, her name's Lindsay. I used to work with her. I was a director of residence life at a college, and I lost a lot of weight back in 2009, and I saw my friend Lindsay posting on Facebook about helping people lose weight. And I'm like, oh, how cool. Like, losing 60 pounds changed my whole life. I want to help other people do that. I went to college, got a degree, got a master's degree, did all that stuff, and like wasn't really happy with what I was doing and had no time. I worked 80 hours a week at times, and I don't know, I was just kind of unfulfilled. So I saw this whole challenge group or whatever she was talking about. I didn't know what on earth Beachbody was. I don't know what the hell Shakeology was. I was terrified of Beachbody workouts, but I don't know, something just told me to like sign up and give it a chance. I didn't know what network marketing was for some reason. I didn't know that you can make money with the opportunity. So when I signed up and found out that you could, I'm like, oh girl, I'm not a salesperson. You cannot make me talk to people. Like, I don't want to be that icky weirdo. Like, that is just not cool. So needless to say, that was kind of why I didn't do anything until January of 2013. Like, we were saying earlier, I signed up in April of 2012. So I let a lot of fear hold me back when I started this. And I went to this conference. I don't know if any of you guys know who Danny Johnson is, but I went to her conference in January of 2013. And I came back and I just realized, like, oh my gosh, like the whole reason I started this business was to help people. So I have to get out of my own way and stop being so afraid to share with people like this life-changing opportunity. So it was more so that like my mindset changed, and I just felt conviction that like, this is what I was supposed to go do. Like, I would be a bad friend if I didn't go tell the whole world about this. So I get really excited to talk about this topic because I was terrified of recruiting. And then when I had my light bulb moment, like I always feel weird saying this stuff because I don't like to sound like I'm bragging, but I think I've been named top recruiter on the National Coach Call like 3 times, which I know there's people that get it every week, but I went from like being afraid to recruiting to be able to do that. So I'm just kind of telling you guys that just to like say that, you know, if you really share from your heart and share your lifestyle, then that's really the way to help people and get people to work with you. So I think that like one thing, I just kind of wrote a list of things that I feel like I've kind of focused on and that have helped me, like just to be able to share this lifestyle. I want to say naturally, but that sounds weird. Organically, whatever. You guys know what I mean, right? With people without feeling icky or salesy. And Chelsea's going to pop on after I share a couple of things and just share some things too, because Chelsea, I think she's honestly better at this than I am. But, you know, one thing that I really focused on was creating my own brand and branding myself and not branding Beachbody. You know, I try to think about the things like, what am I about? What is Jessica Baumgartner about? I mean, there's many different things: coffee, cats, family, faith, fitness, food, freedom, all kinds of things. And I just try to like make my social media like a reality TV show of what's going on in the life of Jessica Baumgartner, this weird, crazy cat lady. So you want to just think about the kind of person you want to attract by thinking about who you are, and you want to kind of post about those kind of things. And like I said, when you're sharing these things, and I'll kind of get in a second, I'll kind of get into how you share the coaching opportunity and how I share it. Like I said, sharing it really is selling. Like, this business is not about selling. No one wants to work with an icky salesperson. So being able to share things, that's what's going to help you be able to recruit and help you fill your challenge groups and stuff like that. And the people will come to you if you're doing this the right way. I mean, I still invite people to the opportunity because I feel like I need to, because I want to help people, and that's how we grow our businesses. But over time, the more I do this and the more I share, the more people that come to me. Like, for those of you that are on my team, you know how much I travel, but I think in April, I was home in Charlotte for maybe 5 total days the whole month. I'm going to mute. Oh, wait, I don't have the capability to mute everyone. Oh, wait, they're muted now. Sorry. I get distracted when I hear noises. But anyways, like in the month of April, I went to California, and then I went to Cancun, and then I went to Asheville. I went somewhere else. I don't know where I went. This month I was in Dallas, and then I was in Virginia, and next week I'm going to Hawaii, or this week I'm leaving for Hawaii to go with my sponsor. So anyways, I'm saying all that to say that like I'm sharing these things and people are coming to me because they're like, what does this chick even do? Like, most people don't know what I do because I don't plaster Beachbody all over my wall. And we're going to teach you guys how you can still share this lifestyle if you don't do all those things. Don't worry. Like, no matter where you're at in your journey, or if you just got started, there are still things that you can share about this lifestyle of being a coach that will make people come to you. And I was saying all that to just say that I've gotten tons of emails lately just from putting my life out there and sharing what I'm able to do because of this business. Another thing that I've kind of learned that I felt like was important to say is that you will attract who you are. And that's why personal development is super important. When I first started this, like I said, was that on this call that I just said this? All the calls are running together. But I wasn't like a very positive person, and I was very down on myself. I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of doubt. And not to put people down, but I attracted a lot of people like that. And over time, as I've grown myself and focused, like, I think personal development is probably the number one thing that I do. Like, I go to as many conferences as I can. I read as many books as I can, as much audio as I can. Because I had a lot of shit that I needed to get over. Like, I had to get out of my own way. So in order to become more confident and believe in myself more, I did a lot of personal development. And as I've done that, I've attracted more people and that are more like-minded in that way. So you want to think about that as well. So like one thing, this is kind of going to go into how you can implement this into your business. I try to post something daily about a benefit of this lifestyle. And Lauren actually taught me this, to end with a call to action. So like something that I posted, here's my cat. Something that I posted like when I was traveling to Virginia last week to see Jamie. She's on this call. If you guys can all see her. My cat's tail is in the camera. That looks weird. But I did like a post. I just make this stuff up. Like, I don't know. I it just comes to me. It's taken practice though, honestly, but I did a post about how it was Friday and my commute was going to the airport to travel again, not because I have to, but because I want to. And I love having the freedom to be able to live life on my own terms. You can go look at my page if you want all the words, because I'm better with written words than I am speaking out loud. But that's just a general idea of what I said. And then I ended it with, if you guys ever wonder what the heck I do and how I get to travel all the time, shoot me an email at getfitjess@yahoo.com. And I'd love to, personally mentor you, or I'd love to give you the chance to be personally mentored by me. So I'll do different things like that. There's many different examples on my wall. One thing I'll talk about sometimes too is the income. I didn't used to talk about that, but it's something that it's out of my comfort zone, but I do it. So just doing something like that every single day. I've noticed that those posts that I do where I'm just sharing about the lifestyle and not I think it is important to do posts where it's not really all sharing. You're talking more specifically about a challenge group or the coaching opportunity. But I feel like I get better results when I'm just sharing what I'm doing and ending with a call to action. So that's one thing that I do every day. And like I said a second ago, your story doesn't have to be a huge story. Like if you haven't quit your job or if you haven't earned a certain amount of money or whatever it is, like everyone's story is important. Everyone's on a different journey. Everyone's timing is different with this business. I mean, there are so many things that you can share as a brand new coach, as a coach that's been doing this for 6 months, 9 months. If you make $5, $10, there's so many things you can share. You just need to think about the things of how this business has helped you. Like there's one coach that's on my team that's 19 years old, and she told me a couple weeks ago, oh my gosh, like being part of this business and doing the personal development has helped me with my anxiety issues. So that's something that you could share. It could be something about Shakeology and how that's helped your nutrition or your cravings. It could be about how you love to be in this challenge group because of the accountability and it helps you stay on track with your workouts. Even if your first paycheck was $40, mine was $38. So don't feel like your first paycheck, if it's smaller, don't feel like that's bad. Share about that. Like you just have to share about all the things, even if you feel like they're quote unquote small, because nothing is small. I mean, I know one thing, Chelsea will probably talk about this, that she did a lot when she first started was posting about, oh, thanks Beachbody, I just got my nails done. I mean, there's so many other things you could do, like post, even if you're paying for your gas, like your utilities, there's so many things that are quote unquote smaller financial things that like most Americans, every single person in this country, I feel like wants more money or they need more money or whatever. So just think about how much, I remember my sponsor always said this to me, like think about how much $100 could change anybody's life. Like that could be groceries, that could be anything. So don't feel like because it's a less significant amount that it's not going to help someone. And like I said, you can also share things that aren't financial. Like if you have the ability to spend more time with your family, I mean, there's just so many different things. I'm sure Chelsea will give you guys some ideas too. But that was just kind of what I wanted to say about ways that you can share the lifestyle, creating a brand that's about you, not about Beachbody. I should have had like an example, and maybe I can pull this up when Chelsea's talking. I'll do that. I'll screen share so you guys can see just some examples of what I post. But just know, like I said, I know I keep saying this over and over again, but a lot of the coaches on my team will say, well, I don't have a story as big as yours. That's okay. Like just because I quit my job when I was 25 and all these things, like doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that your story is not significant. And you can share stories of other coaches that are on your team or our team or whoever. Like I share success stories of other coaches all the time. And the importance of sharing this is because people are going to see that this business is real. It's working. It's helping people. And, it is super helpful to be able to talk about people beside yourself too, so that people can see, oh, like this business isn't just working for Jessica, it's working for other people too. So I know I talk really quick. If you guys have any questions at any time, please don't hesitate to type in the chat box.
Okay, so I wanted you guys to really get a chance to hear that, because I think there's a lot of things that, like she said before, sharing other success stories from other coaches. that's really important, because, especially when you first start out, you might think, oh, I don't have a story yet. Well, that's okay. Just those little things that you share, those things that, get you started and get you excited about, changing your life, making it for the better. Those are the things. I was just talking with another coach on my team right before this call, Molly, and we were talking about just different things about, even how personal development might be changing your mindset about stuff, or, finding a supportive community, things like that. It doesn't have to just be, oh, I lost 60 pounds doing this Beachbody program. Think about how is this benefiting you, and how can you share it? Because you've obviously found something beautiful in Beachbody coaching, and there's other people that are looking for this community and like the fitness programs that work and the detox. I was just telling someone else this morning, another coach this morning, I struggle with stomach problems and other digestion issues. And when I do, I have very low energy and it's hard for me to work out. And I get down on myself. I get bummed about it. And I was bummed for almost a month, trying to make myself work out. And I finally just took a step back and I was like, maybe you shouldn't be working out hard right now. Maybe it's okay. It is okay. But I had to remind myself. So I'm doing the ultimate reset detox, where I'm focusing on food and relaxing and keeping my body alkaline and kicking myself off. I love wine. You guys know that. Kicking myself off the wine and the coffee and all that stuff, right? And just focusing on food. Anything that could be messing up my stomach. I always lose weight, real weight, when I do the detox and things like that. So guess what? You guys should be following me the next 21 days, because I'm going to be posting a lot about my journey. And people love food pictures. People love workout pictures. People love seeing that it's working for you and your family or someone on our team. Share success stories from our team and from our challenge groups. The other thing I want to say is it's kind of a cyclical thing, right? So you start off and you're a new coach. Okay. And as a new coach, you're just sharing your journey and you're getting it out there. And then people are just going to start asking you what's going on, and how, oh gosh, you look good, or, or what have you been up to? And you can tell them then. As a new coach, that's great. And as time goes on, you might want to start, sending messages out and just chatting with people, and it comes up. But I do want to tell you too that another way that we invite to the coaching opportunity is every single month I host at least one webinar on what this coaching opportunity is about, what's possible for income. A lot of coaches share their income. I have before. It's still out of my comfort zone, but I do it sometimes, so I can share with that if you guys want as well. But invite to my coach webinar, my coach opportunity webinar. Invite coaches to them. Invite people from your challenge groups. So if you go back, it starts off with, once you have people in your challenge groups, it's really you not giving up on that person, right? And how do you not give up on that person? You don't give up on you. That's why personal development has to be there, right? Okay, this last month, was I giving up on me? Well, I was really diving into my personal development. I was getting myself out of that funk that I was in, because I have other people that need me right now, and other people that, that need motivation and support. And guess what? When I help them, it rejuvenates me again. It makes me so happy to help other people. So when you have those people in your challenge groups, it's up to you to follow up with those people. Don't give up on them and be there for them. Those people that get it, that are doing the programs and seeing change, those people are great people to have a part of your team. If they're active in the challenge group and they are, really just working hard and they're trying to, give it their best selves, and they're motivating other people, those are the people that we would love to have on our team. The people that, that love following you and that love being a part of what you have to offer. So inviting them. So if they're in your challenge group already, you can invite them to, come and check out maybe a coach opportunity webinar that I'll be hosting. And those leaders that I have on my team, I've asked you guys to host webinars as well. And if it's all part of our same team, guys, just invite people to the webinar, follow up with that person and tell them what it's about and why you really enjoyed being part of this team and why you think that it might be something they might want to consider. So we host live webinars every month about the coach opportunity. We call those, coach opportunity webinars. But when we call them, different things when we're telling people about them. We also, every single month, host something called Sneak Peek Week or Coach Open House. It's the same thing. And different teams run them different ways. Our team runs a 5-day, but I'm going to be probably making a 3-day sneak peek or open house. And what do we do in the Coach Open House or the sneak peek? What we do is we just share about our team and what we do as coaches and how do we make an income and what is this all about? What is this coaching thing all about? So that's, what the sneak peek is for, is to answer any of those questions. And every single day we have a video where we explain the business or what we do as coaches and how we're all so different, right? Like we have nurses in there, we have lawyers in there, we have people in corporate America, we have people that have quit their full-time jobs, we have moms, we have dads, we have people in college. Everybody is different, but we all share a lot of things in common, which is helping other people, wanting to add health and fitness more into our lives, and we enjoy being more in control of our lives. For me, when I left my, corporate job, part of the reason Beachbody was so attractive to me was that I felt like I could take ownership of my life. I didn't have to rely on the fact that maybe a lot of people might be getting laid off soon. Maybe I might be one of them. Constant anxiety and fear of what might happen, and then what kind of job do I get next? And am I going to get just some other random job, or am I going to do something that I'm passionate about that makes me excited to wake up every single day? And do I have something special to give, and what is it? And this fell in line with so many things. And I just started it on the side. I did it for 30 minutes to an hour every single day. And as I started to see the paychecks come in and I was consistent, again, I learned the secret was consistency, right? You're going to hear this and read this so many different ways in your personal development books, but consistency is so key. Even when you don't feel like doing something, like right now, I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like doing this stuff, but guess what? I am excited to take control of my health in a different way, and that's okay. There's always something you can be working on, right? And we can always be bettering ourselves. So that's kind of really what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I know a lot of you guys struggle with inviting to join our team, and I just want you to kind of think about, why were you attracted to it in the first place? And I want you to think about why do you love it, and what are you creating for yourself? And that's what you post about and you brand about for yourself. And that's how you attract those people that also want those same things. They might not have the exact same story as you, but they want to attract those exact same things as you. And they'll be attracted to you and your team, and they'll become your new best friends, people that you get to work with every single day, just like you guys. So that's it for the most part. But if you all have any questions, you just let me know. I'm always here in the team page. I'm always here to answer any questions as well. So I'm happy that you guys all joined me today, and have a blessed day. Love you guys.